Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking graphic novel review. The last trade we reviewed was the Immortal Hulk Volume 3, and I did promise that the next one would be the Immortal Hulk Volume 4, Abomination. Yeah, really love the Immortal Hulk. I cannot wait to get the next trade. I'm going to give you a quick read-up of the back of the book here. Rick Jones is dead and gone. In another life, Rick was the Hulk's best friend. He was there on the fateful day the Hulk was born. When the Hulk was a mindless brute, Rick was the only one who believed in him. But now his body has been exhumed and stolen, and the Immortal Hulk wants to know why. To find the answers he seeks, Bruce Banner will have to face roaming gamma experiments and a ruthless assassin out for his blood. And when the Immortal Hulk is depowered, it may be time for the return of Joe Fixit. The fan favorite run that's redefining the Hulk mythos gets even more intense as a pair of dead loved ones turn nightmarish foes hunt Banner, setting the stage for a brutal three-way confrontation between the Abomination, the Harpy, and the Hulk. Collecting Immortal Hulk 16 through 20 by Al Ewing, Joe Bennett, Ruby Jose, Billardino Bravo, Mark Deering, Paul Mounts, and Rachel Rosenberg, rated T for Teen from Marvel Comics. Sorry if I butchered any names there. But yeah, the Immortal Hulk, Volume 4, Abomination. I love it. I love that the Hulk is a monster book again. I love that it's a horror book. If you go back to some of my older videos, you can hear me talk about how I don't like the Hulk. Like, the Hulk just, I feel like, doesn't always work as a superhero. He's meant to be a monster, but they try to force him to do the superhero thing. He's a monster. Let him be a monster, you know? We get some stuff about, like, Rick Jones' corpse being stolen, and a little bit about our news reporter as well. We have Hulk and Samson have to fight all these, like, hulked out animals, which is pretty dope. Like, it was really cool. And then, you know, Harpy is running around because, you know, Betty Ross, I almost said Betty Brant, that would have been very wrong. Betty Ross is Harpy, which is kind of like a new Red She-Hulk, but not Red She-Hulk. She can fly, has talons, it's pretty cool. And there's like all these UV things that kind of make the Hulk turn back into Bruce Banner, but Joe Fixit takes control of the mind. You know, Joe Fixit, kind of like the gangster Grey Hulk. Pretty cool. Very cool. There are also these little gamma bugs that look exactly like, they're the Starship Trooper bugs. Just straight up, it's a Starship Trooper, like, little Easter egg. But he has to fight that cyborg that, you know, shot Betty in the head. Joe's running around being very clever. Very, very clever. I love all the body horror in this, too. Like, just some horrific, horrific body horror. Including the Abomination itself. There's a new Abomination in town, and he is fucked. From the neck down, it kind of just looks like regular Abomination. But the head is like two clawed hands that are closed. And then when the clawed hands open, it's fucking Rick Jones' head split in two. Each one is like partially regenerated. Like, just some disgusting body horror. And the Hulk, because it's Devil Hulk fighting him, doesn't really know what to do. Because it's like Rick Jones is in there. And the Abomination has this like dope acid power now that like can destroy Hulk's limbs and makes it hard for him to regenerate. Betty also becomes a killer. When she's Harpy, she just kills some soldiers that were going to wipe out civilians for like a no witness type thing. really wild. So she gets in on the fight. Not going to tell you exactly what happens, but we get to see more stuff in hell with all the gamma shit that goes on in hell. You know, it's some dope fights. Really, really good fights. Lots of really horrific stuff. You can see Doc Samson a little bit more in Gamma Flight, you know. And we kind of get this sort of flash forward to the end of the universe. And we see Bruce Banner withered standing at the end of the universe as the last living being. And we'll see more of that later. But yeah, that's kind of what goes on story-wise. I left out a lot because I don't want, you know, to spoil everything for you guys. I want you to still be able to enjoy the book. It's fantastic. The art is incredible, very gruesome, and they really get those emotions across, which is very important. The writing is just damn incredible. No wonder they gave Ewing the Venom book. At least that's what I heard. I haven't read any of his Venom. But Immortal Hulk is fantastic. I love how Marvel and DC are both kind of trying to move into monster books. And Marvel, I feel like, is doing much better at that than DC, because Marvel kind of has a monster history, which really helps out. They have a lot of, like, monsters in their backlog they can pull from, and plenty new ones they can make as well. And God, they're just doing such a damn good job. The Donny Cates Venom was some great monster material, and this... God, Immortal Hulk is just so great. But that is it for the Immortal Hulk Volume 4, Abomination. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I might just continue to do Immortal Hulks until they're done. I honestly don't know. We're just going to have to see. We're just going to have to see. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you next time.